If you viewed the last video, you can see that I have had to rotate and then resize the image. I had forgotten about that, so it's a good thing that I didn't cut right then. Otherwise I would have wasted my stencil vinyl. But I've got it to a height of about 11.5 inches and then a length of 21, just over 21 inches, which should be pretty close in dimension to the stencil that I had cut over there. So hopefully these things will be about as identical as you could get. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to just cut it now, see how it goes. Now usually I usually get some kind of resistance from the computer at this point. I still do have the offline mode enabled. I want to take that off. And that, of course, rehomed the needle, so I need to reset that. So let's go ahead and just do that. We're going to rehome it again. So let's just see. Alright, so we're going to jog this just a little bit. There we go. And that looks good. Okay, so taking it offline isn't going to work. What if I just hit origin? Maybe that's the thing I should do? Yeah, I think that was it. Alright, so remember that once you get your needle exactly where you want it on the vinyl, you basically have to hit origin to tell the vinyl cutter program that that is the origin point, that is the home of where you're going to start. And if I'm correct, it's basically going to start right about there. So that's hopefully where it's going to start. All right, well, here we go. We're going to try cut now and just see what happens. So cut now. It's thinking the USB device is not connected. Click detect to find the device. Alright, let's hit detect. Okay. I mean, I think I've got everything about as good as it can be. It says it's unable to detect it. I kind of don't believe that, but we're going to go ahead and just try it again. It says it's unable to detect it. I'm going to tell it to cut it now just because I am stubborn. And yes, proceed. All right. So it looks like it has already started cutting. And it just went right to work, so... All right. It has disposed of the roller, so that's fine. You guys can probably hear it singing. It's a very noisy process. Alright. Well, there's not much to show here, so I'm going to hit stop, and then, well, you know what? No, I'm not. We'll go ahead and just watch the whole thing. It shouldn't be very long. I know it's really hard to see what it's doing, but if you look closely, you can see where it's cutting the legs. Alright, keeps coming back. I think it's squaring it off now. I think it is. Okay. Okay, it's not quite squaring it off, but I think it's going for the back end of the design. Alright, it says it's done. So, let's go ahead and take it out. take it out, and we're going to take it over here. You can see my original one. I've had to, you can barely make out the spider if you look at the way the light plays off of it. So let's see how successful this one is. Apologize for the view while I adjust this, but hopefully we have got another one. Oh yeah. Okay, that looks pretty good. It is probably a little difficult to see, but you got the left side of the legs over here, and then you can see the spider a little bit. I'm gonna put this down for just a second and try to get the ruler to help out here. So we're gonna go ahead and roll the rest of it out, and then place the ruler across, and that should hopefully help. Oh yeah, that helps. And of course I keep messing it up because I'm me. Okay, so hopefully that should keep it steady, but you can see there's the legs, and then there is you can see the middle. Oh yeah, it looks beautiful. Looks beautiful. Okay, all right, so the stencils are both now cut. So the next part of this is going to be finding some transfer tape and then pulling out the spider, keeping the stencil, and then basically taping that to the hoodie. So that is going to be a project for another time. In the meantime, I've at least got the two kind of raw materials that I need in order to start the stenciling work. So anyways, hope you enjoyed this. Thank you much. Spidey Librarian, out.